Hello everybody, hello again and welcome to Steve's Vintage Wireless Long Stay Workshop. Here's a question for you. What can you get for £2 these days? Half a packet of, well, a tenth of a packet of cigarettes probably, or, you know, half a can of Coke, enough petrol to take you to the end of the driving back, Or, if you go to places like Goldboard, you get things like this. This is a radio. Now, these are actually quite sought after in some quarters, but maybe not this one. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. The back it doesn't on because these are missing here. It's obviously been worked on before. So I don't know what to expect here. I really don't. Even if it works, there's things I have to check on this. So it might be a quick repair, or it might be not so quick, shall we say? Because of course it's got a crack on the cabinet, but that's something which we have to live with a lot of these now. So that's one thing. The other thing is, of course, that it's become very much one of these sets which people like, but trouble nowadays is that there aren't many sets to be had of this type that have FM on them, and with medium wave closing down at a rate of knots. I do sometimes wonder whether it's such a good thing. I'm looking to get a local transmitter in it to test these on, but that's sometime in the near future, shall we say. So I shall probably putting a station up locally with copyright free music on. Anyway, this is the second question. It's Pilot Little Maestro, Pilot Radio Limited in London. These actually are based very much on American designs. The American five receiver, the All-American 5, with certain add-ons to them, shall we say. So I think the next thing to do is to plug it in and hide, basically. I know that there are a lot of people out there who talk about taking care with these sort of sets, which is fair enough. If you can, you can. But I've always been a bit plug it in and hope, which is what I do now. So mains is now been applied to this unit. By the way, this hot cable is technically illegal for these sort of sets. Now, what I did was I checked both ends, and one end went to chassis value, not but by about 40 ohms. The other one was nothing. So, but it appears to be doing something now. Doing something now. Let's have a nothing. Okay, well, very slight crackle and nothing else here. There's a slight crackle like that. It means that there is some HT getting somewhere, but there's no else happening here. So let's go inside and have a look, shall we? So these come off the front here. These knobs go off the front here, and then of course it's simply a matter of taking the unit out of its case and seeing what it does from there. So yeah. Have you got it? Sort of, yeah, sort of. Oh. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right, hang on. Camera off while I swear. Here's the radio part on the bench. Now, these American sets, this is basically an American set. The speaker was not connected. In fact, for the covers, it was attached to a unit which was much better in a lot of cases. Line transformer, output transformer is here, the speaker's here obviously. All the valves light up okay, they're in series on this by the way, so like my British sets, American sets are the same kind. So if one valve goes out, they all go out, but they're not in on this, so there's no problem there. So now, if I was to put it back on now, yeah, and with the meter, I will see what is where. When it comes up properly and works. There's something there. Okay, right. We'll start off at the transformer. Oh. Not a very, not a lot, is there? There's a hum there, and but not much else. So first thing I'll do is look and see how much there is on the 206. That might be okay, might not. We know from this therefore that that's okay, that's okay. The input valve is doing something, the rectifier is doing something. The IF, again, is probably doing something. Proof of point, by the way, if I was to get one and pull it out, the whole thing will go out because, of course, the circuit is broken, like on Christmas tree lights. You see, the same applies. So put that one back in there, you see, and it should come up again, which they are doing. That's one way to check. Okay, that is either going to be an IF or an RF problem. That's a guess. That's a guess. There's not doing anything at all anywhere on the band, so obviously there's something somewhere not quite right. Okay, not to worry. These things attend to trails and trails to do. And suddenly it starts to work. There we are.
I think the failure is shown by what happens after he dies.
There's a problem with it somewhere, but it starts to work. This is long wave, by the way. This is Radio 4 long wave, which is going quite well. It's a long wave medium wave set, this. But the trouble is, I don't seem to see a wave change switch anywhere, which is a bit of a shame.
Has had sons with Elfgifu and with Emma, and everybody wants the
So
English throne.
I don't know quite how to get to medium wave, which is a bit of a shame. A long wave only set right now, Radio 4, which some people, I admit, myself included, would like, but obviously there's not really suitable for everyone, that, you know. So Radio 4 on long wave on this. So medium wave, I don't know where it is. Seriously, I do not know where medium wave is on this right now. So yeah, I think that's new, by the way. I think that's new. But well, but if you look here on the circuit, which I'll get shortly, if you look here in the radio, you see that, yeah? The wave change switch should be here, but it appears to have gone, or something like that. Goes here. So either part of it is missing, or a part of it is missing. I don't know which one at the moment, but you know, that part is okay. The tuning part's okay, but the wave change switch, I don't know at this stage, quite frankly, how that is meant to be done, which is interesting to say the least. I'll just have a think about this, because you know, obviously we need to get music with as well. The number of parts have been changed on this. Actually, they appear to be okay. So I'll take a few meter readings and check. But I reckon the only problem with this is here with this. What that's doing there? That's the transistor part. What that's doing there, I really don't know. I really don't. But yeah, I think we need to get a circuit for this one and see what should be there and what is and what is there that shouldn't be, and also what is not there that should be, such a wave change switch. So is there a model number on this? No, it's a Pilot Little Maestro. Very helpful. So it's on the back, and the back here. Have a quick look and check. Little Maestro again, and nothing at all apart from Pilot Little Maestro. Now, there are a number of sets with that title, and so I'll have to go through them all and find out the one that it's meant to be. It won't be the green one because they came in several colours, but it's interesting. I'll give it that. It's interesting, this one, because I don't know quite how we're going to sort that out, if we are at all, you know. Yes, it's odd, isn't it? Very, very odd. Very odd indeed. The wave change switch on this is rather odd. Whether it was like this initially, I don't really know, because I've never had one of these. I've had the 3-knob one, but not this 2-knob one. But if you look here, that's the tuning, obviously, and it goes up and down like that. But when that was over there, that goes down there now. Now you see like that, and then it should turn this, which is solid, and that, I believe, is how it switches from medium wave to long wave. So I'm going to leave that for now, and I'm going to look at something else more interesting. I wonder what that is. Yeah, 0.15 muff 250 volt. I think that's. This appears to be the a capacitor of some kind, obviously. I don't know what it is, but it's hot and it's blown apart. So it does work without it. But the first thing I'm going to do, therefore, is look and see about one pin on the 8-foot pentode. Now, the 8-foot valve on this is a, let's have a look, It is a 35 L6 GT, yeah? 35 L6 GT, yeah? Now, I don't know quite, that's a tetrode or a pentode, hang on a minute. It looks like it's a it's a tetrode because there's no G3 on here linked to the anode. Uh, Whichever one it is, it doesn't really matter because they all do the same sort of job, so we don't worry that much about it. But one thing which we must check on this, and it'll probably be alright, but always check this, and that is this voltage here. There should be mains only on 2 pins here, okay? There shouldn't be anything on this pin here, which is pin number 5, which is the first grid. Any voltage on there means that that valve, that has been replaced actually, is faulty, or the valve is past its best. So on it goes, and we'll wait for it to warm up, and we'll see what happens. First of all there, okay, and there. Not very much. Well, there we are. That's 148 volts there, and it appears to be nothing here, which I'd expect with it being a replacement cap anyway. This thing has been restored in the past, so you know it should be okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is find out where that cap is on the rectifier circuit here. It's on the rectifier. Find out what it is, what it's meant to be, and of course replace it with a suitable part for that. So it goes from there, okay, which is there, yeah, okay, to here, and that I think goes to Earth, does it not? I'll just check. I'll just check and see. If it is, then it's the okay, fine, yeah. So that goes to there, and there shouldn't be anything to there, obviously, which there isn't. Okay, so that is shouldn't go to there, obviously. So that's obviously. So this is blown out, so I think it better come out, don't you? So removal of this part is the first bit of what we do on this radio. But it should be something better than that anyway. So you know, that is best out of the way. What is it? It's yeah, okay. Right, well, with that out of the way, we'll try again now, and we'll see. I know it's not. I said the water seems to be glued together on this, which is rather interesting. So with that out of the way, let's go back to this wave change switch and volume control, wave change switch and tuning control, because this is interesting in a way that, well, it's interesting for me anyway. What I want to know is why that is not moving. Probably that whole thing is solid. The whole thing, it shouldn't be, because this thing appears to have been quite nicely done at some point. But that, yeah. Okay. Well, what I'll do, I'll loosen it somewhat and see if it turns. That's the next thing. We'll see if it'll loosen and turn. If it will, then it's the switch itself. Interesting way of doing it, actually, this, isn't it? Yes. Have they got one too? Yeah, okay. Let's try this one. Okay, so I bet that is solid. I bet that is absolutely solid. That. Now this here, I have turned it around the pliers, and the unit is now on medium wave. So I shall put that the right way up. There we are. Pull it back a bit. You can see. There you are. And hopefully it'll come on again. Sometimes it doesn't actually. Occasionally you get there's some bad connection somewhere, but I don't know where it is. That is the station I use for testing the older station. That's coming very well actually. And this actually, that station come in.
Have begun their rounds at utmost.
There's both frequencies of talk sport. I don't know about that actually.
Then it took the break ever so gently as tiptoed down the
There's
hill.
5 Live. Don't know what that is, but it's coming in. So this is one sensitive little radio. So I'll
to Sports Extra for the end of the second day at Augusta. So Frank Lampard's in at Chelsea. We wish him well this weekend as he gets back into
that's working very well now. So what I've done, I've put some more switch cleaner in here, and I've knocked it back and forth a few times with the pliers. I can't get the thing apart, so if it, if I need to change again, then I'll probably do something like rip it apart, or possibly yeah, there's a hole in the bottom of the case there, so that will use that, Well, now we've got the volume control to deal with, not the volume control itself, but if I was to put it on its back end so you can see. Can you see that? Yeah, that is half of the volume control there. It's stuck on there. The other half of it is here. So wasn't even on properly in the first place. So that needs to be got off there, and that control needs to be repaired. So that is going to be interesting, because that is actually glued on there. It is quite simply glued on. So I don't know quite how that is going to come off. I really don't. When I pull the knobs off earlier on, it snapped here where it was glued before. and that is stuck on there. That's got to come off that. So come off is what it's going to do, come hell or high water, you know, or both, you know. Well, underneath here, it's interesting. It's been restored fairly well. The fellow who's done this before me has done a pretty good job actually, even if I do say so myself. He'll probably listen to Radio 4 on it, possibly, you know. But this is a nice radio now, apart from this. So I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but I'm going to, because I've got to. You know, sometimes you get situations where you think I've got to, and so I will for that reason. But that is amazing. That really is. If I pull too hard on it, I pull the entire control. So probably looking at some sort of solvent for that. But really, that is going to be a problem. That going to be a bit of a problem. That so oil won't do. A bit of those switch cleaner might. I don't know. Very much doubt this, but you never know. Again, no, nothing. Not coming off at all, that. So looking at some white spirit or chips or something like that to unglue that I've got to take that off there, get that and that clean, and that'll match it together. The other one, of course, is okay, so it just goes straight on like that. Actually, I'm told the green ones are quite rare actually, so this is, for liquid, this is probably a bit of a steal. Right, well, this set is now working, like I said before, and that's a case of cosmetic work. I couldn't get that bit that no well, so I went round next door to Norman, and he did it for me. He expected actually to smash it, bring it up, but he didn't. And so what I'm doing here now is I've put the knob back together again, like so, and then I'm going to leave it for a bit to dry. Basically, I've aldited it, so you know it's that won't be a problem from now on. But now we've got the back to sort out and be ready to put in place again. So, like I said, by the way, these sets, American design, and they're very, very, very sensitive on medium wave or broadcast is out there. Now, in this case, you know, it does have long wave on, and I've sorted that, but I don't think the jaws were quite strong enough, so I'm leaving it on medium wave because sometimes distressing is a better part of valor. So this might be one such arrangement here. So I'll put the radio back in the cabinet and see if it still works again, because you know, radio apart and radio together, like tape recorders, they are two different beasts. Believe me, they are. That's the case which I've given a quick clean to. So this goes in the back. This goes in the back, and hopefully then we can try it again. Well, that's the set looking almost back to normal again, and in the cabinet
Taylor into a phone box.
it still works, as you can hear. The only problem we've got with it now is this tuning knob. But done there, I put on the on off because it's stronger than two. This is all over tuning, so you know it goes on here when it's done. But I think there's probably been an sweet spot in there because that goes out a bit further, and this won't go on there now. So what I'm going to do, get a knob that will go on there, yeah. Just take the shaft off it and put this on the shaft of the new knob, and hopefully that will do. So I'll now look for a knob that will do and do some degree pokery. With sets like this, the knobs are part of the set, and so you can't just get two more and put them on. One of these knobs was, of course, badly damaged, and so what I've done is I've taken the top off it, the green bit that we can see, and I've fitted the base and the bit where it goes on the shaft from another knob, which at the moment are being glued together. So when it's done, that will go on there, and it should look as near as possible like the original. I'm not getting any more of these knobs, so that's what I'm going to do. But when that's done, this thing will be as good as finished. And so here's the set, nicely finished, and all set to go, as it were. Set to go. Set, you see, haha. So plug it in back here like that, and wait while it warms up. As valves have to, you know.
Get in and help your mate. Definitely.
And there you are. They're happy, working.
Yeah, they're just an absolute force, aren't they? I mean,
Radio.
What I really enjoyed about the two of them.
Now with this set, yes, it is medium wave and long wave, and yes, you push the tuning knob in and turn it back and forth, but I don't think either of these knobs would stand that, so I'm afraid it's going to be medium wave only until I can get a set of genuine knobs for it. These have been set up so you know, just to do, because the set was in a bit of a state when it came in. So there you are, it's a working Maesro again for £2. You can't be beaten, can you? So until next time, this is Steve Pendlebury, this is Steve Pendlebury's Long Stay Workshop, Vintage Radio Long Stay Workshop, saying goodbye everyone, take care of yourselves and each other, and remember, keep fixing radios, it's a way to live. Bye bye.